At 2:14 a.m., the emergency line rang. The voice on the other end was calm, too calm. "No rush," the man said, "but someone is dead." The call ended before the dispatcher could ask another question. No address, no name, just silence. 37 minutes later, police traced the call to a quiet suburban street, one of those places where nothing ever happens and everyone sleeps with their porch lights on. The house at the end of the road stood dark, no lights, no movement. But the front door was wide open. Detective Aaron Cole arrived first. The air felt wrong the moment he stepped inside. The living room was spotless. Family photos lined the walls. A coffee mug sat on the table, still warm. Someone had been awake recently. The body was found in the study. A man in his early 40s lay slumped over his desk. No blood, no weapon. His eyes were open, frozen in fear. Name, Thomas Avery. Occupation, emergency call operator, cause of death. Unknown. Cole noticed something immediately. Thomas's phone was missing. Thomas Avery spent his nights listening to other people's worst moments, heart attacks, domestic fights, cries for help. For 12 years, he was the calm voice on the line. No enemies, no criminal record, no history of violence. Yet someone had called emergency services to report his death, and whoever it was knew the system too well. On Thomas's desk sat a notebook. Every page was filled. Dates, times, phone numbers. Some entries were circled in red. At the bottom of the last page was a single sentence: "Some calls are never logged." Cole felt a chill. Emergency calls are recorded automatically unless someone deletes them. Back at the station, Cole ran an audit. 3 calls from the past 5 years were missing. No audio, no transcripts, no logs. Just blank spaces in the system. Each call ended the same way. Caller disconnected. No follow-up. And each call ended with a death. The first missing call was from Emily Rains, age 28. 5 years earlier, she had called emergency services reporting a break-in. Her voice recording, recovered from a backup server, played softly in the room. "They're inside," she whispered. "I locked the bedroom door. Please don't hang up." The call ended abruptly. Police were dispatched. 20 minutes later, Emily was found dead. Official report: too late to save. But Cole noticed something chilling. The dispatcher on duty that night was Thomas Avery. The second missing call came from a man experiencing chest pain. The third, from a teenager hiding from an abusive stepfather. In all 3 cases, Thomas answered. The call disappeared. Help arrived late. Too late. Cole confronted Thomas's supervisor. "Any complaints?" he asked. The woman hesitated. "There were rumors," she said quietly. Thomas believed some callers were wasting resources. Cole's jaw tightened. Did he ever act on that belief? She looked away. Security footage from Thomas's house revealed something disturbing. At 1:58 a.m., Thomas arrived home. At 2:07 a.m., his phone rang. At 2:14 a.m., the emergency call was placed, but there was no sign of forced entry, no visitors, no struggle, which meant the killer never stepped inside. Cole sat alone in the interrogation room that night. At exactly 2:14 a.m., his phone buzzed. Unknown number. He answered, static, then breathing, and a voice that sounded tired but steady. "You're listening now," the voice said. "That's good." Cole stood slowly. "Who is this?" "Someone who waited," the voice replied. "Someone who was told help was coming." The line clicked, disconnected. Cole's tech team found the answer buried in Thomas's own system. Thomas hadn't deleted the calls. He rerouted them, sent them into an endless loop. The callers heard breathing, silence, false reassurance, while the clock ran out. Thomas believed he was making a judgment call, who deserved saving and who didn't. Thomas's missing phone was found inside his car. On it was a voice memo recorded minutes before his death. "I thought I was in control," Thomas said. "I thought choosing made me powerful." His voice cracked. "But tonight, someone called me back. There was silence, then a whisper. They said help was coming. The recording ended. The medical examiner confirmed it. Thomas died of cardiac arrest, triggered by fear. Lucas was never charged. No laws were broken. But policies changed. New safeguards were installed. New oversight enforced. And emergency operators were reminded of one truth. Every call is someone's last hope. And the system was never meant to decide who deserves to be saved. Detective Cole would later say, "Some crimes don't happen in the streets. They happen in silence, while someone waits on the line."